Chosen one, this message didn't find you by accident. God led you here for a reason. You are not here by chance, and you are not hearing this word by coincidence. Right now, God is speaking directly to your spirit. He wants you to know that rest is not weakness. Rest is preparation. Rest is divine strategy. Everything you have been pushing, striving for, and struggling with has led you to this moment. God is declaring that it is time to pause, to breathe, and to align yourself fully with His plan, because a major breakthrough is coming, and He wants you to receive it fully prepared. Before we dive deep, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because this message isn't just content. It's a divine confirmation for the chosen ones. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who's been supporting through Super Thanks. God bless you richly. Your faithfulness, your presence, and your alignment with this frequency do not go unnoticed. If your spirit is receiving this word, type 77 in the comments right now. That number isn't random. It's a sacred signal to the Most High and the universe that you are ready to rest, ready to align, and ready to step into the major breakthrough God has already prepared for you. Not everyone will make it to the end of this message, only the truly chosen. Those who stay will gain clarity, deeper understanding, and prophetic insight into how God is shifting things behind the scenes for their breakthrough. This isn't a word to hear once and forget. This is a living message, a spiritual blueprint for your rest, your preparation, and your victory. Watch it again whenever your spirit calls, because each time another layer of divine truth about your breakthrough will rise to the surface. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Understanding Divine Rest. Many times we mistake rest for laziness, procrastination, or delay. We live in a world that constantly tells us that productivity equals progress, and that pushing harder is the only way to achieve success. But chosen one, divine rest is entirely different. It is not idleness. It is not giving up or being passive. Divine rest is intentional alignment with God's timing. It is a spiritual pause where your soul, your mind, and your spirit sync with the plan God has for you in your life. Rest is the space where God rearranges things behind the scenes. It is the quiet workshop where He heals wounds, mends your heart, strengthens your faith, and sets the pieces of your breakthrough in perfect order. Everything that feels delayed, everything that feels stagnant, is actually being orchestrated by God for your ultimate good. The breakthroughs you are waiting for are being prepared, and every detail is being positioned exactly where it needs to be. When God says rest, He is not asking you to stop moving entirely. He is not asking you to abandon your goals, your prayers, or your dreams. What He is asking is that you stop forcing things that are not yet ready. Stop trying to push outcomes ahead of His timing. Stop exhausting your spirit with unnecessary stress and anxiety. Trust that the stillness you feel is purposeful. Trust that the invisible work happening in your life is far greater than anything you could orchestrate yourself. Divine rest is also a test of faith. It challenges your patience, your trust, and your belief that God is always working for your good, even when you cannot see it. During this season, you may feel uneasy. You may wonder if God has forgotten you, or if your breakthrough will ever come. But chosen one, this stillness is a sacred preparation. It is the space where God builds strength in your spirit, clarity in your mind, and alignment in your heart. The beauty of divine rest is that it is not passive. It is active in spirit. It allows God to move freely in your life without resistance. It allows Him to remove distractions, dismantle obstacles, and create opportunities that you couldn't create on your own. Every moment of rest is an investment into the reality of your breakthrough. Every pause, every moment of waiting is a step closer to the manifestation of God's promises over your life. So embrace this season of rest, chosen one. Do not fight it, do not rush it, and do not feel guilty for it. This is not a delay, it is preparation. Your stillness is working wonders. Your rest is strategic, and when the time is right, your breakthrough will arrive fully formed, perfectly timed, and more powerful than anything you could have imagined. Chapter 2. Why God Calls You to Rest. Chosen one. God calls you to rest because the breakthrough you are waiting for is far too important to be rushed. The blessings He has prepared for you are not ordinary. They are life-changing, destiny-altering, and designed to elevate you beyond what you currently see or imagine. Every delay, every season of struggle, every moment of uncertainty is not a punishment or a setback. It is a classroom for your growth. It is God's way of shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and refining your spirit so that you are fully prepared to receive what He has promised. Think about it. When a seed is planted, it doesn't immediately grow into a tree. It goes through a process. It rests in the soil, absorbing nutrients, forming roots, and gaining strength before it sprouts. Your breakthrough is like that seed, chosen one. If you try to force it, if you push it ahead of God's timing, you risk damaging what He has been carefully cultivating in your life. Rest is the sacred time God gives you to grow internally, spiritually and emotionally, so that when your season arrives, you can handle it with wisdom, grace, and strength. Every season of struggle you have endured has been a divine lesson. Every night of fear, doubt, or confusion has been a training ground for your faith. God has been using these moments to prepare your heart, sharpen your mind, and fortify your spirit. Even the moments that felt painful, humiliating, or overwhelming were never wasted. They were building endurance, increasing discernment, and teaching you lessons that will make your breakthrough far more sustainable, far more impactful, and far more meaningful than anything you could achieve on your own. Rest is more than just a pause. It is a divine reset. It is a time to release the things that weigh you down: unhealthy attachments, toxic relationships, distractions, anxiety, fear, and self-imposed pressure. God wants you to enter your breakthrough not exhausted, not rushed, not desperate, but empowered, aligned, and fully aware of the significance of the moment. The breakthrough God has planned for you requires clarity, spiritual insight, and readiness. Resting now ensures that you are not only prepared to receive it, but prepared to steward it well once it arrives. Chosen one, rest is also a test of trust. God calls you to rest, to see if you will truly rely on Him, to see if you can surrender your own timing and allow Him to orchestrate every detail perfectly. Your willingness to pause, to wait, and to trust signals that you are ready for the next level. Those who rush or force things often find that the full blessing slips through their hands. But those who embrace divine rest step into their breakthrough fully equipped, perfectly positioned, and unstoppable. Do not underestimate the power of this season. Your rest is working in ways you cannot yet see. God is realigning circumstances, clearing obstacles, and preparing opportunities behind the scenes. Every prayer you have prayed, every tear you have shed, every act of obedience has not been forgotten. It is all contributing to the manifestation of a breakthrough that is bigger than you imagined and beyond what you could have planned. Chapter 3. Recognizing the signs of breakthrough. Sometimes, chosen one, breakthrough doesn't come with a loud trumpet or a sudden dramatic event. Often it comes subtly, in ways that require spiritual awareness, patience, and discernment. God rarely announces His plans with fanfare. He moves quietly, orchestrating circumstances, aligning people, and opening doors in ways that may go unnoticed at first. If you are not attuned to His voice and the movement of His hand, you might miss the very signs that confirm your breakthrough is near. You may notice doors opening where there were walls. Opportunities may suddenly appear that were previously blocked. Projects or ventures that seemed impossible may suddenly start moving forward. Relationships that were once strained or stagnant may begin to heal. Conversations may occur that provide insight or clarity you've been desperately seeking. These are not coincidences, chosen one. They are divine markers, signals that the season around you is shifting. God is gently but intentionally signaling that your breakthrough is approaching, and He is preparing your spirit to receive it fully. Breakthrough can also appear as sudden clarity, decisions that felt confusing, paths that seemed unclear, and situations that were once overwhelming may begin to make sense. Answers that have been long awaited start to arrive. Doors you didn't even know existed may open, revealing the next step in your journey. God is using these subtle movements to guide you, chosen one, to align your heart and mind with His plan, so that when the moment of your breakthrough arrives, you are fully ready. Sometimes signs of breakthrough appear as shifts in your environment. People may start speaking words of encouragement, support, or wisdom into your life at exactly the right time. Opportunities may appear in your career, finances, or personal life that confirm God's favor. Even your own feelings may shift. You may notice a renewed sense of peace, hope, or confidence that wasn't there before. Rest plays a critical role in recognizing these signs. When you're constantly pushing, striving, or anxious, it becomes much harder to discern God's subtle movements. But when you enter divine rest, your spirit becomes more sensitive to His guidance. You begin to notice what is moving, what is shifting, and what is aligning perfectly with His plan. You see opportunities, hear confirmations, and sense doors opening because your soul is attuned to God's frequency. It is also important to understand that not every sudden opportunity or shift is a breakthrough. God wants you to walk in clarity and wisdom. This is why rest, prayer, and discernment are essential. Through rest, your spirit develops the ability to distinguish between what is truly God's plan and what is merely circumstantial. You learn to respond with faith rather than fear, with courage rather than doubt, and with patience rather than desperation. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Your breakthrough is near. The signs are all around you. Even if they are subtle, God wants you to be fully aware, fully prepared, and fully aligned so that when your season changes, you step into it with confidence, gratitude, and expectation. Chapter 4. Letting go of control. One of the greatest challenges for chosen ones is learning to release control. You have been conditioned to push, strive, and make things happen on your own. You are used to taking responsibility for every outcome, trying to force solutions and hustling to create results. But chosen one, God is calling you into a higher level of trust, a place where His power and timing surpass anything you could achieve with your own effort. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean abandoning your dreams, stopping your prayers, or being passive in life. Instead, letting go is the spiritual act of surrender. It is saying, God, I trust you. I know that you have already prepared this breakthrough for me, and I will wait in peace. I will not force what you have designed to unfold in your timing. True control is not in our hands. It is in aligning with God's will and allowing Him to orchestrate every detail. When you release control, something remarkable happens. God moves freely in ways that human effort could never accomplish. Doors open that you could not push open. Opportunities appear that you could not manufacture. Relationships shift in your favor without you having to manipulate or convince anyone. Situations that seemed impossible begin to resolve naturally. By letting go, you allow God's power to manifest, and what was once blocked becomes unlocked. Choosing to surrender also trains your spirit in patience and faith. Every time you let go of control, you are strengthening your trust in God. You are saying that you believe His plan is greater than your plan. His timing is perfect, and His ways are higher than your ways. This is a spiritual discipline. Chosen one, a practice of aligning your will with the divine will and allowing heaven to take charge of your breakthrough. It is important to remember that letting go does not mean you stop acting entirely. God still calls you to prepare, to pray, and to position yourself for what is coming. But the key difference is that you act without anxiety, without fear, and without forcing results. You do what you can and you leave the rest in God's hands. This is how miracles are born, through divine intervention that surpasses human understanding. Consider this: a river flows freely when it is unblocked, unrestricted, and allowed to follow its natural path. But when someone tries to dam or redirect it, it loses its power. Its flow is interrupted, and it may even flood in unintended ways. Your life, chosen one, is like that river. When you cling to control, you block the natural flow of God's blessings. When you release it, the river of divine favor moves freely, bringing prosperity, peace, and breakthroughs that you could never force or earn on your own. So hear this clearly. God is calling you to release your grip, to trust fully and to rest in His timing. Your breakthrough is prepared. It is powerful. It is ready. But it cannot manifest fully while you are holding on too tightly to the how and the when. Let go, chosen one. Surrender your desire to control the outcome and watch as God moves in ways that will leave you amazed. Miracles, divine connections, and opportunities will begin to appear effortlessly. The moment you release, heaven responds. Chapter 5. How to rest while waiting. Rest is not only a physical act of sitting down or sleeping. It is deeply spiritual, emotional, and mental. Many people think rest means doing nothing, but divine rest is intentional and active in spirit. It is a sacred season where your soul, mind, and body align with God's timing and purpose. It is the bridge between where you are and where God is taking you, the preparation that allows your breakthrough to arrive fully formed. Chosen one, you can rest in many ways, and each form of rest strengthens a different part of your life. First, spend time in prayer and meditation, connecting deeply with God's presence. This is not just talking to God. It is listening, reflecting, and allowing His voice to guide your spirit. In these quiet moments, you receive clarity, peace, and direction that you cannot get anywhere else. Your spirit becomes tuned to God's frequency, making it easier to recognize the signs and opportunities of your breakthrough. Second, let go of unnecessary stress and anxiety about results. It is natural to feel worried when your desires and dreams have not yet manifested. But worry does not produce breakthrough. It only blocks it. Trust that God is working on your behalf in ways you cannot yet see. Release the pressure to control every outcome and allow divine timing to shape your path. Anxiety clouds judgment and slows spiritual progress, while calm faith creates space for God's plan to unfold. Third, focus on gratitude for what God has already done in your life. Gratitude is a powerful form of spiritual rest because it shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. It reminds your heart and mind that God is faithful, that He has never abandoned you, and that He is actively working even in silence. By counting your blessings, you create a mindset that aligns with the positive energy of breakthrough, attracting favor and divine opportunities. Fourth, avoid distractions that pull your attention away from divine alignment. Social media, negative influences, gossip, and unnecessary drama can drain your energy and obscure God's plan. Protect your time and space, chosen one. Make room for reflection, focus, and spiritual preparation. When your attention is fully on God and your purpose, your rest becomes powerful and transformative, rather than simply a pause. Fifth, prepare quietly while you wait. Learn new skills, strengthen your mind, study, and grow in knowledge and wisdom. This preparation may feel invisible now, but it is laying the foundation for the visible breakthrough that is coming. Every small effort, every moment of growth, every lesson learned during this time strengthens your ability to receive and steward what God is about to release. Remember, resting is not passive. It is an active spiritual discipline. It is preparing you invisibly for the visible manifestation of your breakthrough. It is giving your spirit strength, your mind clarity, and your heart peace. During this season, every act of patience, every moment of surrender, and every step toward alignment is moving you closer to your destiny. Chosen one, embrace this time. Protect it, nurture it, and honor it. Your rest is sacred. Your rest is powerful. Chapter 6, The Power of Faithful Patience. Chosen one, patience is one of the most powerful spiritual weapons you can wield. In a world that values instant results and quick fixes, patience is often misunderstood or undervalued. Yet those who walk in God's timing understand that patience is not passive waiting, it is active trust. Every moment you wait faithfully without complaining, rushing, or trying to force outcomes, you are building spiritual momentum. You are strengthening your character, your resolve, and your ability to steward the blessings God has prepared for you. Faithful patience is a demonstration of trust in God's wisdom. It is saying, "Our Lord, I believe your timing is perfect. I trust your plan. I will not rush. I will not panic. And I will not force what only you can accomplish." When you exhibit this kind of patience, God honors it. He responds by aligning circumstances, orchestrating events, and opening doors that you could never create on your own. Every test of patience is an opportunity to strengthen your spirit and prepare you for the magnitude of the breakthrough ahead. Chosen one, understand that the breakthrough you are waiting for is not ordinary. It is life-changing, destiny-altering, and designed to elevate you to a level beyond what you can imagine. Patience is the bridge that connects your current season with the season of breakthrough. Without patience, you risk stepping into your blessing unprepared, missing the fullness of God's plan, or allowing fear and doubt to overshadow what He has promised. Your faithful waiting ensures that when the doors open, you walk in fully ready to receive all that God has orchestrated. Patience also allows you to recognize the signs and confirmations of God's. Faithful patience also strengthens your resilience. Every delay, every waiting period, and every season of uncertainty is a test of endurance. The longer you wait faithfully, the more you develop the spiritual strength to handle the breakthrough when it arrives. God uses patience to prepare you for responsibility, influence, and wisdom. Because true breakthroughs are not only about what you receive, they are about who you become in the process. Finally, patience produces a quiet confidence and peace that cannot be shaken by circumstances. When you trust God's timing, you are no longer swayed by setbacks, fear, or the pressure to rush. Your heart rests in the knowledge that God is orchestrating everything perfectly. Your peace becomes a testimony, a signal to others that you are walking in alignment with divine purpose, and a magnet for the blessings God is sending. Chosen one, do not underestimate the power of faithful patience. It is the invisible engine that propels you toward your breakthrough. It positions you perfectly, aligns your spirit with God's plan, and ensures that when your season arrives, you step into it with strength, clarity, and purpose. Chapter 7. Walking into your breakthrough. Finally, chosen one, hear this clearly. Your breakthrough is coming. God is already moving in ways you cannot yet see. He is clearing the path before you, removing obstacles and aligning circumstances perfectly so that nothing will hinder the manifestation of His promises. The rest He has called you into is not a pause. It is a sacred launchpad, preparing you to enter fully ready and empowered. Every experience you have gone through, the struggles, delays, disappointments, and tears, has been part of God's divine orchestration. Nothing has been wasted. Every challenge has built resilience, strengthened your faith, and refined your spirit. The breakthrough you are about to experience is not random. It is the culmination of divine timing and preparation. Walking into your breakthrough requires boldness. Step forward with confidence, knowing that God's timing is perfect. Move with expectation, act with gratitude, and believe that what God has prepared exceeds anything you could imagine. Do not let fear, doubt, or comparison hold you back. Your breakthrough is not just a reward. It is a transformation that will change your life forever. It may come in many forms: a career shift, financial breakthrough, restoration of relationships, spiritual elevation, or a personal revelation. It may appear gradually or suddenly, but it will be undeniable, confirming that every moment of faith, patience, and trust was worth it. God's favor will manifest in ways that leave no room for doubt. Doors will open, blessings will multiply, and your life will rise to a level you have never experienced before. Step fully into this new season. Walk with confidence, clarity, and faith, knowing that the battles you faced were never meant to defeat you. They were meant to prepare you. Your breakthrough is not fleeting. It is a divine shift that sets the course of your destiny. It is your reward for endurance, your confirmation of purpose, and your launch into the life God has promised. Chosen one, the rest, the waiting, the preparation, all of it was for this moment. Walk into your breakthrough without hesitation, fear, or doubt. God has gone before you. Your victory is secured. Your season of supernatural elevation has arrived. Conclusion. Chosen one, do not fear the pause. Embrace it. God is at work. Rest, prepare, and trust that your major breakthrough is coming. The enemy may have tried to slow you down, but God has already declared your victory. Receive this message as a divine confirmation. Your time of waiting is over, and your season of triumph is beginning. Stay in faith. Stay in alignment. Your breakthrough is here.